So, be cool. As we enter into this, we were totally not fucking ready for this. Well, our shenanigans pre-show is just too much. It's just too much, and I love it. However, let's dial it in. Let's get ready for this. Each of you have found this village as you were traveling that was empty. No inhabitants. You continued to look around, and then a booming voice had greeted you, saying that you needed to drop everything and leave, stating that you were possibly Reavers. You're able to convince them to show themselves, in which they fired a few slingshots at you and dealt quite a bit of damage. But in the end, you learned that these were just children trying to defend themselves, thinking that you were all Reavers. As they all exited their hiding spots, you found that this small family was even smaller because of the two that were sick in the caves just below the city. So you followed them down. Kade, Ilora, and Hava. The three of you worked on saving these two, in which you did. However, Hava, you used your medicinal black fire to do so, which set Kade off. Kade, you went back out of the caves, Ilora just behind you. And that's when we learned that Kade was there the day that Royla and Ilora escaped the caves. Not only was Kade there, but Kade died by the hands of Royla. And all of this came out into the open as Kade told Ilora who he was, and that Royla had to pay. But Ilora is not yet ready to accept that fact. And so, as Kade asked whether she was or not, with that answer of no, Kade took off into the nearby forest. And as that happened, we hear Ilora screaming for Torin. And that is where we are picking up. As Torin, we see you coming out from one of the tunnels, seeing Ilora alone in the rain.
I emerge, and the runes on my hands are already glowing as I have a little bit of chaos manifested, expecting something. So when I just see Ilora, what's going on? What's the problem?
She can't speak. I think she's looking where she saw Kade kind of dart back off into the forest, just shaking her head, eyes wide, mouth slightly agape, just kind of looking in that direction.
I would like to position myself between that direction. Now, understandably, Ilora is quite tall, so if need be, I will use flight just to literally break the line of sight. Mm-hmm. But my intent is to just approach gently and say, Ilora, I'm here. Just need you to breathe. I need you to focus. I need you to just focus on your breathing. You're not alone right now. What's going on?
They're gonna kill Royla. We have to go. We need to get Hava. We need to get crew. We need to stop moving. Now.
Who is trying to kill Royla?
The people who survived him.
I don't dig. This is clearly not the moment. So I immediately run to the house and basically shout down into the tunnels. Everybody up. We have to go. We have to go now.
What's happening?
Royla could possibly be in danger, and we need to move. We need to move now.
Royla's here. What you
Not
mean?
necessarily. It's a lot. Just, we need to move. We need to go.
Okay. And just starts packing up.
I think Razor comes up and they just start looking around. What's going on?
I wish I could explain further, but unfortunately I can't. Okay, GM, this is probably a really dumb question, considering we're talking to children here.
Sure.
How far is Pale Harbor?
From here?
Okay, you know what? We're good. That little tone, I'm good.
At least 2 weeks.
Okay. Fuck. How are your supplies? How are your food? I ask Razor, how are your supplies?
Well, thanks to Crucible and Scout going out, we got some food, but are you all leaving now?
I'm sorry.
Are we in any danger?
No. This has nothing to do with you all. In fact, you all are actually quite impressive. I need you all to... I think in this moment, knowing that somebody that I care about is in danger, that willingness to sidestep around the teen angst has faded. And my next words are said very clearly as my eyes glow with a little bit of that arcane energy. I need you to listen to me. You need to drop the aloof leader act. These are your family. You need to take care of them, but it's not a one-person job. Everybody takes care of everybody. Everybody has their strengths. You trust each other. You take care of each other. Am I clear?
Yeah.
Good. Now, when this all clears up, I would very much like to come back and check on you all and make sure that we can get you to a safer place. If you will allow.
We'll talk about it.
Good. Thank you for allowing us to assist you. Now we have to go. But we will be back.
Sure. Yeah.
I assist either Crucible or Hava with gathering what we need to gather so that we can get the fuck out.
Okay. All right. Where are we going next then?
I do as you know, everybody's starting to slowly gather. I will just look to Ilora. Where is he?
He went off in the woods. I don't know.
I would, at this point, like to cast Flight, and keep my arcane sense up, and I'm literally going to be patrolling as far out as I can. A combination of that with the arcane eye. I am full on surveillance mode to try and find Kade. I do have to make a spellcast roll to see if my Flight will activate.
Sure.
That is an 18. Excuse me. Sorry, did I say 18? I meant 21 with hope, so that'll do it.
Amazing.
And all right, well, I got one token that can be used on a ability check while doing it.
Okay.
But yeah, I am full on surveillancing as best I can.
Okay.
Where do you think Kade's going? Any ideas?
I hope nowhere. I hope he's just going to stay in the forest, but I think he's going home. I think
Home.
he's going to the caves.
Okay. I have another question. Do you have anything on you that has come from the caves? Or something you made there yourself? Anything on your person that I could take a look at?
With a quick flourish, she pulls out the ritual dagger that she used to use. She doesn't really use it as a weapon any longer. It just kind of is a last resort. So she hands it over to you. It's kind of curved in an odd way, almost like a crescent moon, not quite as harsh as that, like a sliver, and has small ingrained etchings and inscriptions along it. They are holy words, prayers to soul and things. And on the hilt, it's wrapped up with dried herbs. You would recognize they're like incense herbs. They're holy herbs.
Okay. Do you treat it with any amount of reverence as you hand it to Crucible, or no? Because she'll mirror what you do.
I think the flourish is very absent-minded, but as she hands it to you, you see that her hand comes full out, flat palm, and she balances it so that you can take it fully.
Okay. So she'll take it gently in her hands, examine the details of it, and focus her magic. And I don't think this is visible to anyone else, but I imagine in Crucible's mind's eye, it's just like a sliver of green thread stretching out across landscape. And it weaves its way into the woods. I know it's going to the caves. If you want us to try to beat Kade there first or match his pace, I have the best route. If you want to follow him into the woods, that's something else entirely, but we could try to get there fast.
I look to Hava, and then back to Crucible and say, I think it's best we wait to see what Torin finds. We can decide together.
Okay.
Hava, I'm so sorry. It seems like we're going to have to make a small detour just to save my twin's life, if that's all right.
Oh. Of course. That's family, right? We do anything for our family.
Yes, that we will. And her eyes kind of like nervously dart to the sky, looking for Torin.
I think that in that moment, Hava has kind of like a bit of her, like almost like a pasted on smile, thinking about family and thinking about just the suddenness of everything that has happened, because they just got here and they're just going. But you can see that in that moment, she would just look to, because Crucible and Ilora are both there, right?
Mm-hmm.
She would just kind of take her hands and just kind of, in a very comforting manner, because she's very petite. I don't know the size for Crucible at all, but I know that Ilora is quite grumpy. So just like kind of to arms out wherever that lands on their person. And just goes, whatever it is that needs to be done, I think we can do it, right? And if we're doing it for your family and for one another, then we've got this, right? And could I use my inspirational words ability to grant a hope to each of them?
Absolutely.
Aw.
Yes.
I love that.
Can I ask, which hand is on Ilora?
Oh, I think that because even without thinking, she would have reached out with the Blackfire hand. Um, and does Ilora let her touch her with it? Okay, cool. You feel nothing. It doesn't feel a different temperature. It might even feel like a little cooler to the touch, as if it's not fire at all. It just feels like a hand
Yeah,
placed there, but the fire itself would breathe around.
yeah. I
As if
think with the words and with the touch, her eyes go down to your hand, and that's where that hope comes from. It's like that's a living symbol of your faith, and I think she has to have that in this moment. And she nods to you with like a grateful smile, but she's clearly starting to get nervous, getting
Antsy.
very anxious.
Torin, can you please do an instinct roll?
I have a question about this roll
Sure.
because I have Slyborn,
Mm-hmm.
and if Kade is hiding, Slyborn gives me Scoundrel. You have advantage on rolls to negotiate with criminals, detect lies, or find a safe place to hide. Would this count?
I think this would count. Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. Before we go to that, do you think, Daniel, that Kate is hiding right now?
Yes.
Okay, so then yes, I will say that that absolutely does apply to this.
Okay. Jesus.
I love
I
that
hate this
last part of
feeling. I hate
Slytherin.
this feeling so much. Okay. 19. That is a 19 with hope.
Okay.
It's
I
pretty
hope
good.
too. Cade, do a reaction finesse roll.
11. Well,
Okay.
since this is stealth, 13. I get a +2 from my armor.
Okay. Torn, as you're flying over the forest, you find Cade. Daniel, what does Torn see?
You would see that he starts running one direction and then zip lines in the opposite up into an adjacent tree and is creating false tracks as he's actually hopping through the trees to traverse.
Okay. I would. Jesus, this is fucked. If we get too far, then that's a problem. For me, not necessarily for Cade. Cade ventures on his own.
Now, one other thing that I do want to clarify, because it is important in this situation. For me, this forest is in a place that is on the opposite side of the direction to the cave. However, I don't have a map, so we can move this wherever we want. My question for you, Daniel, is this on the way to the cave, or is it truly away from the cave?
I think he didn't have a plan for that initially. I think he just wanted to start running away and needs to collect his thoughts, but knows that Crucible is with them and is trying to create fake tracks.
Okay. So then This forest, this direction that Kade is running, is the complete opposite from where the cave is. And Torin, you know that you guys are going northwest. I always mess it up. You're going northwest. This is southeast.
How hard is Kade running? Basically, is it evident that Kade is running until his muscles give out? Or are you just trying to find a spot?
I'd say it's more so he's just trying to find a spot.
Okay.
But initially, it's just, I mean, this is all happening pretty quickly after.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he doesn't necessarily
Then-
have a plan.
I want to shout out for Kade. Kade! Stop.
Can you speak through the eye?
No.
Yeah, I don't think.
Okay. If that's the case, I hate doing this because this is
Kate
so.
says no.
All right. I am going to then. This is a very dangerous situation. I'm going to use my dual staff,
What are
Okay.
you doing?
and as Kade maybe reaches for one particular branch, I am going to loose an arcane bolt at that branch so that he falls back down to the ground.
Okay. Go ahead and do an attack roll.
Jesus Christ, I hate this.
And then if this hits, Kade, I will need an agility reaction roll.
All right.
The difficulty will be the result of this first roll.
That is going to be a 19 with fear.
So 19.
That is a 21.
Okay. You see a bolt
7
of
of
magic. You see a bolt of energy pierce through the canopies of the tree above you, and it shoots off this branch that you were just about to reach for. Luckily, as you're falling, you're able to grab onto another branch just before falling and going ass over tea kettle, rolling down onto the ground. You're probably around like 20, 30 feet up in the air right now.
Okay. That would definitely make me stop to fire a shot back at the eye.
Okay. Okay.
At the eye?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll an attack.
Oh, that's bad. That is a. That's a 10 with fear.
I mean, the arcane eye doesn't have an evasion. Do we want to just use my evasion?
What is your evasion?
Mine is 12.
Yeah, I would say that if you have an evasion of 12, then an eye would probably be around the same as well. So
Okay.
then, yeah, I would say that
Yeah,
the
miss.
bolt misses.
Okay.
Actually, Torin,
Entirely
go ahead
up to
and do an instinct reaction roll.
Sure.
I think that's
Okay.
your magic.
Yeah, to
casting.
like beat. I got you. I
Yeah.
got you. I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Okay.
I think that's better.
Oh, no.
But-
That is a
Uh-oh.
23 with hope.
Okay. So you don't gain the hope, but that 20, you see the eye move swiftly out of the way as you shoot towards it.
How far away is he?
Am I?
Don't ask. Why are you asking?
It would need to be within, what was that? Far? Very far, I think, for dual staff.
Very far from dual staff, but for the eye, you would have to be within far distance. I
Yes, yes, that is true.
think. So you're at least far. At least
Yep.
at most 100 feet away.
Stop it. Stop making that face. Daniel? dear. Don't, Meadow.
Johnny, you
I
may need to
think-
get that combat music ready to go.
I
No.
think he will.
Man.
That's my family. No.
He's like panting. I think he starts walking forward. I think he'll drop down from the tree and just start walking towards the eye and wait.
Since I can see him through the eye, I'm going to... Oh, Jesus. This is so bad. I'm going to try and move swiftly from shadow to shadow to, like, try and flank. With the intent of trying to surprise Kade.
Okay. Kade, go ahead and do a reaction instinct. Torin, go ahead and do a agility roll.
It's a 15.
Okay. Oh shit, did we crit? Oh shit! Alright!
Daniel, I'm so
Right.
sorry. I got 2 7s, my guy.
All good?
Just
Just
I didn't know how to interpret that face,
they roll,
Kujo. You gotta
Johnny?
work on your happy
I'm
face.
listen, I'm not happy. None of this is happy. Nothing
we call
about
that,
this
Johnny?
makes me
I
happy.
need you to live.
What's that little thing we were saying?
Dude, bust the devils. Let's go.
Oh, for
Ah!
I hate it so much.
Woo!
My heart hurts.
Okay. Where's my
Okay,
damn
but
heart?
this
All right, don't worry about it.
this
yes.
was a roll to hide. So, to put Kelly at ease, this is only for Torin to sneak up on Kade.
Okay.
Torin, please describe how this happens.
I can see that Kade is panting. Not out of breath, but very much on edge. And especially after attempting to shoot the arcane eye, I know that I have to approach this carefully. I make the eye just sort of gently move around him, almost as a sort of light distraction. It is raining at this point, is that correct?
Correct.
And I'm using the rain to mask the sound that I make as I move from shadow to shadow to get closer to Kade's back.
Okay.
I would like...
And by this
Oh, go ahead.
time, you are no longer flying, correct?
Correct. The first instinct roll to find him was
Got
the
it.
one action roll that I
Right.
could do while flying, so at that point I drop back down to the ground.
Understood. Okay. While Kade is watching. Go ahead.
No, you're good. What you got?
No, I was just saying, while Kade is watching the arcane eye, what is Kade doing?
He's already preparing a spell.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Torin, you see Kade
Just-
preparing a spell, waiting for you to show yourself.
as the eyes surrounding, by the time the eye got to him on ground level, there's already blood all over the leaves and on the ground.
So just to make sure visually, so you've got your bow, but you also have a grapple that lets you be mobile.
No, that's arrows that I make out of blood
These are
that
arrows.
I use as grappling hooks.
Okay. So the way that I'm looking at it is that everything right now that makes you a danger is your bow. I would like to sneak very close. And I would like to try and disarm Kade of his bow. With the caveat that if things turn violent, I have chaos ready to be unleashed. So the energy is gathering in the runes on my palms as I am attempting to reach to grab Kade's bow from him.
Okay.
I will let it happen.
Okay. Torin, expertly keeping yourself quiet. Even with all of the leaves here, since you crit, some of that flight is still there. So you're able to hover over the ground, making it silent, your approach. And your feet hit the ground. You grab to reach for the bow, pulling it with no resistance. Kade, is there something that you're holding on to?
There's a very interesting spell called Blood Puppet that allows me to target any creature living or dead within 100 or within or far range. Now I am sure that this living creature is within my range. I raise my hands up with no weapon in them, and it's just strings of blood like a marionette all over the forest and surrounding. What do you want?
I want you to explain. Tell me why exactly somebody that I trust very dearly, somebody who I have been through hell and back with, is telling me that you are going to try and kill somebody that I care very deeply about. And I'd recommend speaking quickly. And as if you look back, I am full on Iron Manning, palm out, arcane energy gathered, aimed right at his back.
Threads of blood coiling around your arms and legs at the same time. Because my brother killed me. And my family. In the caves. So that he could escape. And take her away, who was our only hope at surviving this world. I've been banished because I am neither living or dead. But she is my only hope. Of being accepted again. If I'm lucky, maybe she can resurrect me. But when the time comes, Royla will appear in that cave. By divine design, and he will have to answer for his crimes. I was a child when those rocks caved in and crushed my bones. And then he pulls down his mask. And you see the burn scars. And the patches of flesh mixed in from other corpses over the years. This is because of him. Innocent men Women and children died because of his deceptions. You are defending a monster.
I believe that I made myself clear. Now, if only because your presence has been welcome and because you have assisted us, I am going to give you one opportunity to lay down your arms peacefully.
You're the one who was hunting me.
If you leave and find your people, and if we arrive and find Royla dead, then I will have no mercy for you. You will not harm him while I breathe.
The blood drops onto the grass and the dirt. I'll just have her tell you. Ask her who her brother really is. You don't even know who this is that you care so deeply about, do you? The weight of his sins. The last thing I heard was my family screaming. And then I wasn't even granted the pleasure of death. I'm back. But I am not whole. Again, you would go to the ends of the earth. Someone you truly don't even know.
The arcane energy slowly fades from my palm. I lower my arm. Make your choice. Get back to your cave now. Or peacefully come so that we may discuss this peacefully.
I'll stay.
How far are we from the town at this point?
Not too far. In the span of the time that he took off, probably like 5 minutes of a walk. It's really not that far.
Do I trust? So, am I understanding that Kade is going to stay? He's willing to remain.
Yes.
Okay. I don't let go of the bow. If only because it has been demonstrated with the shot towards the eye that I am on edge still a little, but I will gesture in the direction that we both came. We can make camp and discuss.
I think he would go silent and not speak to you until anybody else was present.
The two of you take a few minutes and then finally breach the edge of the forest where the other three can see you walking towards them. Where are the other three during this time?
I don't think we really moved because Ilora said, let's wait for Torin to get back, and I'm
Okay.
following her lead.
Understood.
But even though I am far smaller than Ilora, I still try to put myself between Kade returning and her behind me.
Okay. The three of you in the same position we've seen just before flipping over to Kade and Torin. You stand there watching, waiting over what felt like forever. And finally you see the two of them walking out, Torin holding Kade's bow, and Kade silent. Both of them.
I think Ilora makes eye contact with Torin first, more of a like, is everything okay? Before saying anything at all.
There is a very conflicted but still hardened expression on my face. We need to have a conversation.
Clearly.
Does this mean we're staying or going then?
Given the urgency, I suppose moving with the intent to find camp or staying here for the evening would be best.
It seems we should speak of some things which might be better done after a shorter rest. Because again, the urgency cannot be overstated. And her eyes kind of dart to Kade, and as soon as she looks at him, right back down at the ground. I'll make a fire. I'll start something to eat. And she immediately starts to bustle and like busy herself with something helpful.
Are you staying with the kids? Or are you going to stay up on the ground level, finding your own place?
I think the things we have to talk about probably would be best not doing in a cave and around the kids, yeah.
Not
So
for
I would
children's
say
ears.
surface level.
Okay. All right. A camp is set. A fire is made. Food is quietly made.
If approached by Crucible, I would speak to Crucible if they wanted to speak.
I think she has not taken her eyes off of you since you have returned. And if you do look like you would be receptive, she most likely would approach you.
Yeah, I think he's just kind of sitting and just saying small prayers.
Are they in a language I understand?
It'd probably be like something in Dwarven.
Okay. She sits down beside you.
For the
So-
record,
No, go ahead.
he attacked me first.
That's what you're worried about right now.
How well do you know these people, Crucible?
Well, the one who attacked you first, I've known him for 20 years. And he's my family. Family's important to you, yes?
When I had one, it was.
So you understand the terror in my heart as my dear family went off into the woods after you, after your glorious departure.
I needed time to think. I needed to run and think.
And what conclusions have you reached?
I didn't have a chance to. He tried to kill me.
Did he, though? And I'm sure you did nothing in return.
I was running, and he shot a branch from under me. From dozens of feet high.
That was not... He was not intending to kill you, and you know that.
You didn't
Just
see
to
the
talk
look
to
in his
you.
eyes. He looked a lot like Royler.
He cares a lot about Royler.
Yes.
Yes. I can tell he hasn't really talked about it too much yet, but
It's wrong.
what is?
Royler. He doesn't deserve this.
What? Doesn't deserve what?
This. He just points at the camp.
What? Warmth? People?
Love. He took that away from us. That is a monster like that deserve to be loved.
Do you think people can change?
Sometimes when they're forced to.
Can I... You know, Torin, up until recently, had gone so far within himself, I didn't even recognize him anymore. He was a bit hurtful to the people around him. And part of his recent growth, believe it or not, is Royler, who I know you hate. But now Torin is smiling more often. And he's laughing more often. So I'm not saying that Royler's blameless. But do you believe he could have changed at all, even after all these years? I know he's brought you a lot of pain. Terrible, terrible pain. And I really am sorry about that. I truly am. Painting the picture in between the half-truths you told. And I'm really sorry. But the fact of the matter is that in this world that we live in right now, we have to try to accept people as they are. This love is precious. And I know you think Royla may not deserve it, but he's working for it now. He is. And I know you want to be alive and well again like you once were. And that Royla you hate is half of Ilora's heart. Fully and truly. What do you think she would do if someone killed her brother? Do you think she would be of the right mind to help anyone?
It's not up to me what happens to her brother. It's fate that he is going to end up in that exact same place.
And who says that? Who told you that?
This
you
is
just
all
believe?
Saul's design. All that is done eventually faces the light of the sun.
Well, then you better make sure that you try to defy that fate. Because Ilora will be heartbroken. And do you have faith that you can pick up the pieces?
Let her tell you the story. Let her tell you the story about that day. And then you try to tell me that that man deserves my forgiveness.
I'm not telling you to forgive him. I didn't say a word about forgiveness. I did not.
Then I certainly will not save him.
I think we're just simply at an impasse where there is a lot to be said, but none of it will gain ground in either direction. There's no cold look from Crucible. She believes the half-truths that she is weaving together and has a feeling of where it might be heading. And I think she gives you your space and thinks about the story she's about to hear, I suppose.
At around this time, you see coming out from one of the houses nearby, Blade, the young orc boy, the sister of which you had saved, comes out with a plate of food for each of you. Razor told me that something was going on, but I figured that you all probably wanted to eat, so... But it looks like you're cooking.
That's very kind. And Hava goes to move to accept the food. Just kind of looking over her shoulder at everyone. And starts
Are you
handing
far
out.
enough away that you think a whisper would be overheard? Are you far enough? Did you walk far enough away from the
yeah,
group?
would walk like to
Okay.
them if they awkwardly came up. Is
Okay.
very willing to leave an awkward situation.
Uh-huh.
This is the awkward family dinner for
Mhm,
her.
mhm, mhm. Very much. Very much. Blade just whispers, is everything okay?
I am not sure. I met them very, very recently. They found me alone in a
Right.
temple and asked me to come with them.
Right.
And now I think someone they know has caused a little bit of drama, and I don't know what's happening. But the food, this is so kind, and like puts a very comforting hand on the child
it's
that
the
she
flame
realized
hand
was
and
making the flame hand,
child,
and it's
like-
like a little cold.
Yeah, okay.
How are the others doing?
Great. That was actually what I came up to say as well, was thank you. I know I said thank you, but seriously, thank you. I really appreciate it. I do.
She takes and like awkwardly puts the plates kind of stacked on her non-flame arm, and then reaches in to like offer like an awkward side hug.
It's not a side hug for him. Once you offer the hug, you almost get pushed back. The plates in your arm almost fall out as a very warm and big hug comes to you. And their head just on your chest just whispers, "Thank you." And then they let go. Okay. Well, if you're all here in the morning, just let us know.
I don't know when we're leaving, and I
Okay.
don't know if they are the kind to say goodbye.
Sure.
But
Okay.
in case this is the last time that we see you, goodbye.
Goodbye. You're funny. I
And-
like you.
And she takes it, nods her head, and begins to stack the plates to, like, before she even turns around, you can see that, like, that very calm demeanor, that serenity that is so important to her. She takes it, looks back over her shoulder, and there's almost like a little flicker in her arm as if it's like nervousness too. Because it has been so long since she's been on her own. Or no, so long that she has been on her own, and she's not been with a group of people. She's used to comforting someone and then them leaving, and now she doesn't know what to do with this. So she's going to come up and almost like she's like a little like soot sprite style, as everyone's talking, kind of in between folks, slowly start placing the plates in front of them.
Amazing. Whoever's looking, Blade looks at the group just for a little longer. If Ilora looks, you just see him mouth, "Thank you." And same to Kade. If they're looking.
I think he's peeking up. It's also the rest of the group's kind of not interacting with him, so I think he'd be looking at that.
Hava's gently placing a plate in front of him and switches it to the non-flame arm. They're like awkwardly putting her other arm behind her.
You don't have
And-
to do that. It's all right.
No, it's fine.
Thank you.
It freaks some people out. I understand.
It's not. I owe you an apology.
That's not. It's okay.
I have an aversion to fire. That's not your fault. So, I apologize for the way I've treated you and keeping my distance.
Apology accepted. And so, good now, right?
Okay.
And she looks to the others, like especially to Ilora, given the first interaction that she had witnessed, and kind of gives like a silent, "Did I do good?"
Ilora does smile. She doesn't quite give like thumbs up recognition, but she does smile and give a nod.
Yeah. And with that, Hava sits, I guess, wherever among the crowd, among the crew, crossed legs and begins to eat while this story is about to happen because she's trying to catch up.
I think as it starts to settle over the small sitting area, that it's just quiet, and Ilora knows that there's like no more stalling, no more side conversations. It's everyone is expecting her to tell a story that's not hers to tell. At least it doesn't feel that way. Like, yes, she was there, but she didn't. That she had never expected to tell Royla's
Mm-hmm.
story for him. So I guess sitting at the fire, the first thing she says is, "I wish Royla were here. Um, there's no good way to say how we left. We were raised to believe we would save this world in different ways. But when it became clearer to Royla than it did to me that if we had any chance at all of living a life, it needed to be out in the world, not under it. He made a plan, I think. It involved fire. And people we knew. People who worshipped us. Trusted us. We had no time to save anyone. And I think Ilora looks at Kade at this point, just mostly gauging to see how he's reacting to what she is saying.
I think he's just kind of sitting up against a tree and is just kind of looking up at the stars and just kind of watching as the embers from the campfire fly up towards it.
I didn't know what he was going to do. But I don't make him talk about it. It haunts him as it should. Hava, you've never met Royla. He would do anything for me. He would do anything for anyone who didn't seem like a complete arse. He's a good person. A very strong person. He makes very hard decisions all the time. And he never complains. He never gives up. He doesn't let anyone get too down on themselves for too long. He doesn't let anyone carry any one burden on their own. And when we were young, he killed most of the people in the town where we grew up. All of these things are true about Royla. I can't tell you they aren't, but he is not one thing. And he is not that one thing. He thought he was doing what was best for us both. We were children, just like Kade. I thought the fire would claim everything. We ran, we never looked back. I figured it'd be empty by now. Maybe squatters, maybe a few blighters, but if they're still there, and Broiler meets us there, I don't know what they'll do to him. That is why we must leave at first light.
Once they sorted through all of the corpses and ash, those that remained had a meeting to discuss what will happen next. I wasn't privy to all the details. Part of the discussion was what would happen to me. When Royler tricked us into going back into the cave as it collapsed. I died, but was reanimated. Either
There's
by my
extreme shock on Hava's face.
either by my blood magic or something else. Regardless, they did not know what it was and couldn't guarantee that I wasn't awoken as a blighter. But they didn't have the nerve to kill me, so they banished me, with the promise to return if I could find Ilora. They just want you to come home. No one blames you. I don't blame you.
That's kind of you, Kade, but
They do want Royler dead for what he did.
you must be able to understand where I'm. I would rather be blamed than see my brother dead. You do understand that, yes?
I would give anything to have my parents back. But the past is the past, and we have to reconcile with its sins. If you wish to save your brother, the only option I know is that you speak to whatever council is left and negotiate on his behalf.
I think Ilora looks to Torin. And I think I'm trying to get a sense of what your reaction was to that knowledge.
I
I think there's definitely a conflict in his eyes. But when you meet his eyes, he doesn't look away. He doesn't look down or break the eye contact. There's something at work in his mind, but he is not looking as if he is going to turn away.
I think then her eyes slide over to Crucible. I don't know if Ilora knows that you and Brayla have kind of talked a bit.
Mhm.
So I think she looks, thinking this will be brand new information to you as well.
Then it will be probably news to you that it does not seem, given what Royla has already said and the half-truths that Kade gave along the way, she does not look as surprised as you would have expected. She does, however, if you looked early enough, there is a visible tension at the mention of you having to go convince some council. That is, a potent reaction from her.
I know that this is not the most strategic idea, walking into the place. I know going back is dangerous. I have no right to ask you to come with me. I'm asking.
I will go.
Thank you.
I was ready to go before we even started this conversation.
Thank you, Torin. Hava, you least of all have any obligation. However, I watched you down there help with those kids. If there are people left who need something, I don't know what we can do for them, but we could try.
I know what it's like to be scared for someone you love. And it's not a feeling I would wish for anyone. And we always must do what we think is right for them. I'll go with you.
And then I look to Kade, and I think the only thing I can say is, I don't know if your faith is misplaced. If I am honest, the last couple of decades have not replenished my faith very often, but if I can help you, I will help you.
I think Kade will stop gazing up at the stars and will look back down at you and say, I'll protect you and I will guide you back. I do not wish to cause harm to you. So I will abstain from any input on your brother. It's not for me to decide. But I still have faith in you. As I always have.
Yes. Very familiar blessing. I must pray before I rest. And she stands. You have not seen her pray before arrest in a very long time. It's been since Royla left the group, pretty much. So she's going to get up and not go out of sight by any means, but just off to the side to take a moment.
All right. Does anybody else do anything before the night ends?
Oh, I do.
Ooh. What's Crucible doing?
I need to go talk to Kade again.
Oh, yeah. Where do we find Kade?
I guess he's on the outs of the group, but should we, depending on this conversation, do that after break?
We can do that after break. So, as Crucible approaches Kade, we are going to break here and come back in about 10-15 minutes or so. Meanwhile, y'all are going to be able to hear our awesome main theme music made by the wonderful Aiden, the Dungeon Maestro. So if you're wanting to check out other free music and other free content and stuff like that, you can check out Infinite Stories. Also, speaking of music, oh, right. And then Finnegan Finch have given us a discount code, Bitten 10, to get 10% off your dice order. And we have the lovely Kujo showing off the incredible Daggerheart set of dice that he got off of Finnegan Finch. They are beautiful.
They're
they are
autumn
nice.
themed.
It's so beautiful.
They're
so beautiful.
autumnal.
They're autumnal.
Oh,
I want a pumpkin spice latte every time I go to this taste.
Yes. Yes.
So go check out Finnegan Finch. I'll post the link here in the chat so that y'all can just go check it out. And then also, is that gonna work? Maybe. I think I have to turn it on. Also, speaking of music, Sirenscape is what you have been hearing this entire night and will continue to hear for the rest of this campaign because, oh my gosh, Sirenscape is incredible. So if you're interested in checking out Sirenscape, go check them out, sirenscape.com. It's an incredible web tool, and they just recently came out with a new little setup called Nova, where if you know like Pocket Bard and all of those, like click a button and create a scene, this is their take on that. I tried it out a little bit. It works amazing, very quick to respond, and I think it's really great. There's a lot of free stuff that you could check out, so you could try it before you do anything else. And then there's a lot of paid content that if you want to get extra stuff, you can check it out there. So, sirenscape.com. Go check it out, y'all. Okay, cool. See you all in about 10 to 15 minutes.
See everybody.
Bye, everybody. crackle of the fire is the only real sound here at camp, outside of the rain that's drizzling down. It's lightened up over the past few minutes. Near the campfire, sitting on a tree looking up to the stars, Kade, we see you alone. Are you doing anything after the story of your past was just told?
Are we technically taking a long rest right now?
This is going into a long rest. Y'all are going to be able to finish a long rest, so
Yeah.
yes.
So yeah, I think he's got his pile of corpse bits inside of a bag that he's got opened up, and he does have some wounds from the kids bashing his head in with rocks. So I think it is just like you're watching suturing happen with the blood that is moving by itself and going in and stitching wounds closed, while also he's picking up pieces of flesh from the bag and sewing that into place.
And correct me, we cannot heal you, correct?
That's correct.
We cannot.
This is the only way I can heal.
Okay.
Fucking wild. So, Crucible.
Yeah.
You said that you were going to be approaching Kade after this. You see
Yes.
him patching himself up alone at the tree.
How you feeling after that?
Feel a bit like the silent prophet.
The silent prophet.
She
Forgive me, I'm
old
not religious.
tale about a prophet's soul.
Okay.
He would just go where the sun guided him. Would not speak, but those around him would be illuminated with truth. Day in and day out, people would seek answers. But he would not speak, he would only point to the sun. I think the lesson in that is I can't convince you all about how I feel. But I'm glad you all know the truth.
You've shared half truths with me along the way. Now I know the whole truth. And I need you to be a bit more truthful with me. Or as truthful as you can be. I need you to be honest. Because this is really important. Ilora's doing this for her brother. I know she doesn't want to go back there. And she's doing this for Royla. Now you can say it's fated and she's chosen one of soul and all of these things, but I need you to be honest with me. If she walks in there, are they going to let her walk back out? I need you to be painfully honest with me.
Oh, I don't see why they wouldn't.
This time, you have acted like she's a savior. And It's hard for me to comprehend them having their savior returned to them and then just letting her go.
They didn't tell you much about Asher, did they?
I imagine I'm about to hear more of what Asher is.
Their leader. Asher's. Well, I
Yes.
know they survived.
Tell me everything
Because-
you know about Asher, please.
I mean, they were gods. I mean, they were always there for us. It was Asher that, well, it took some input, but they were the one who ruled for me to be banished instead of killed. It took a lot of convincing, but you have to understand it. I don't know what sort of monsters she's built up in her head. There was division, there was politics. This is why we was on the outskirts, but I don't know where this idea is coming from that she wasn't loved and that people just wouldn't want her to come home. That's not what I experienced.
Okay, but I don't think...
The division came when the Blighters came. Everything fell apart. Everything became fractured. There wasn't enough food. Everything split into factions. But the most devout of us, the ones who they knew was dedicated and wouldn't leave, we were the hunters, we were the scouters who would clear out the Blighters from around it and bring back what we could.
I don't think you're listening to her. You say you don't understand why she wouldn't want to go home. But that is not home to her. It's not her home.
I mean, I could understand now it isn't, but that was our home.
So,
I mean, she
I'm
doesn't
asking-
have. I don't. She
Oh,
doesn't
so-
want to stay. She doesn't have to stay.
Kade. I do not want to take this hope from you. But it has not occurred to you once that you are being manipulated in any way
Has
to
that
get
ever
Ilora back.
has that occurred to you or with Roy though?
How do you mean?
How powerful is Roy now?
I mean, he's not as good as me. I'm certainly a better shot than him, actually. He's all right, I guess. We
What
have a kill
makes you
count. It's a
think-
long. What?
What makes you think that he wouldn't go back to finish what he started? If he believes that we are such evil people that just want to keep her and kidnap the chosen one, what makes you think that he didn't choose the cave so he can go out and close off loose ends?
After 20 years?
Didn't she say that
Really, you're
Roy
playing a
lives-
long game if that's his angle.
Didn't, but she was the one who said he was haunted. Right?
Yes.
What if he wants to rid himself of the ghosts?
Can I tell you, I think he has been, but not quite in the way that you're describing. I wish there was. It's hard to reconcile his past with the Roiler that we know now. He's come a long way. I know you do not want to hear that. I should not. I understand you do not want to hear that. I wish there was some way that I could impart that truth to you, but I understand you being unwilling to receive it. I get it. But you are telling me that there will be no resistance should Ilora choose to go say her piece in her brother's defense and leave. You can tell me that without a doubt in your heart.
I haven't been back in 10 years, but if Asha is still there, I trust Asha. All they ever wanted was unity. That's the Asha I knew ever since I was a child. They just want peace. And not only peace for our family, peace for this entire world that's sick.
Peace.
You don't.
How's he gonna get peace for the entire world? What do you mean? He's got some plan?
Well, that's what we believe Ilora somehow is here for.
And again, I've heard the prophecy. Who made the prophecy actually? Who? Where did it come from?
Derived to prophets from Solon, written in the Holy Book,
From
which was stolen.
Yes, which was stolen conveniently. Okay.
By Roiler.
By Roiler. Okay.
Torin had the same look in his eyes that Roiler did. So maybe in that way they're meant for each other. It's one thing to say that you'll do anything for the people you love, but you've never been on the other end of that wrath. To be at the end of someone else's blade, doing what they think is right. If you wanted to see what I felt, you could certainly try.
I think you might have. If your parents were still here, would you do anything to save them?
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I don't even remember what they looked like. I couldn't even save them if I remembered. And I think there's still a wound on his hand, and blood will begin to trickle out of it and then form this helix, like a thread in his palm. All this blood that flows in me, it carries memories. All this blood that I take, it distorts my own.
Wait. So you can experience the memories of the blood that you take into your body.
Not the way that you think. I can show you. But I only experience violence.
Okay.
That's the way grim psychometry works. It only remembers the acts of violence. And that is all I see when I sleep.
Okay.
But I feel all of their pain, all of their last moments, their hopes, their dreams, all of it. And their fleeting last moments mixed in with their blood.
For a moment, I thought maybe I could show you who I know royalty to be.
I could show you how violent he was.
I'm sure you could. Paid. I hope everyone can get what they want tomorrow. And I have a feeling not everyone's going to.
So we got to have faith.
I'm trying. I sincerely want peace for you. I hope you know. I do. I think she'll walk away at that point.
Okay. Does anyone want to do anything before the end of the night?
Apart from Kade, who is handling their own injuries, which Hava cannot stop looking away from, is there anyone else among the party that's injured? No? Okay. I wasn't sure how the healing went from last time. I think... Yeah, Hava... Hava is beginning to do her own sorts of prayers. And her hands are shaking. Like the flame that's on her hand is like sputtering and just doing weird things with her own uncertainty. Because as long as she has ever known things, is that there were only the living, the sleepless, and the dead who were at rest. And now there is just something like she is trying to keep a solid face, but there is something just truly shaken to her core and her, you know what? And I think I'm going to do this just for the mechanical fun bit of it with it. I have, when I go to do a long rest, I am supposed to do a tithe to my patron each night in order to gain favor. But if she chooses to forego it, then the GM gets one fear. Are you full up?
I'm full up on fear.
Well,
You're
it's
good.
the thought that counts
I hate it when you say
mechanically.
that.
But also yay
Full up.
for us mechanically that it didn't do that. But I do think that she like struggles to do these rituals that she's done, and you might actually see like as she's dealing with her tools, like dropping them and like, trying to pick them up. She seems incredibly unsettled as she's trying to settle for the night.
Okay.
And Ilora is simply praying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will not disturb it.
I will wait for a moment moment when the praying eases. And I won't say anything, but I'll just sit next to Ilora.
I do think that it takes a while for her to say anything. And when she does, it's very simply, well, I'm sure you have thoughts.
I do. When the world broke, our lives became more about survival than living. And I know that people have made some impossible choices. I just didn't know that his had such an impact.
Yes, well, Rayla does nothing halfway.
But I will save my commentary on Royla's decisions when we see him. But in truth, I'm here to check on you.
Right. No, I will be in the right state of mind to argue for his release. If
It's
he is...
not why I'm asking if you're okay. I'm asking if you're okay because I care.
I don't know how to be okay right now. But Soul teaches us that the sun will rise. I'm trying to make sense of something. This was not supposed to happen, you know.
I don't think any of it was.
According to the prophecy, you would be dead wrong.
Well, I've never been one for prophecy.
Yes, well, it is all I am. I thought I had run far enough away. Silly me. All roads lead back to the past, it seems. Could you keep an eye on something for me as we make our way there?
Sure.
Keep an eye on Hava. I don't know what resurrected Kade. Not in the way that he lives now, but those artifacts. If there are still people in the caves, they will not take lightly to anything precious being removed from them. And you'd see she's talking about the artifact, but there is clearly a very double meaning to what she's saying.
I'll keep an eye.
The freaky one. You know the one I mean?
Yes.
And just for the next few moments or so, if you could keep an eye on me as well. Just not the freaky one, just sit for a while, if you don't mind.
Why do you think I'm sitting here?
Well, you're on Royler side, so I was going to politely ask you to move.
I will stand and
Thank you.
shift.
It's very odd getting used to turning and
Not seeing him.
yeah.
I want you to know something. I struggle lately with not having that presence. Because I had come to rely on how cold it made me. But the struggle comes from the realization of, in truth, how important you both mean to me. And while there will be a conversation with him, I need you to know that the tough calls and the haunting memories of what we had done 20 years ago will not push me away.
I think Ilora scoots a little closer to you and just with like a great tipping, like a falling tree, just kind of clunk. And like you feel her head on your shoulder. And it's a lot of weight coming in, but solid. Thanks, Torin.
Of course.
And I don't think she says anything else.
Kelly, you said that you were going to approach Ilora, but Ilora was praying. Now seeing Torin and Ilora right next to the fire.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want to do, or do you want to leave it?
I think anything she would have said would have required less ears. So she does not approach.
Okay. The night slowly passes for most of you, with some new information and others reminders of information you'd wish to forget. But the sun does rise, as Soul teaches. And in the morning mist of the day, hallelujah, am I right? Jesus.
Wow.
Did not expect that.
Somebody clip that. Hallelujah. Am I right?
Hallelujah. Am I right? Holy shit. Oh, yeah, we needed some levity. So, the morning comes. You all awaken from your sleep around the camp. And I would say it would probably be Crucible. Crucible, you see when you wake up
Mhm.
the goblin kid that you had gone out and hunted with is currently just sitting right next to, like right behind you. You're facing one way as you're sleeping, and right behind you, you just hear some fiddling with some of your weapons. Hey.
Hi. What are you doing?
They pull out from behind them a bow that they tried to make.
Oh,
Not very well.
it's beautiful. Oh, hold on. Let's take a look. You worked hard on this, I can tell. You know, I probably would have made something like this at your age too. No, let me say, why are you making that face?
You're
You
gonna
tried
laugh.
hard. What?
You're gonna laugh. They all do.
What am I gonna? Who's say? Who's laughing at you? Is that Razor? I'm gonna
Yeah,
smack him.
Razor.
Listen. Anybody's first bow takes time. You don't get it right the first try. But this is a brilliant first try. I'm serious.
This is actually my, like, 20 billionth or something like that.
And it's a brilliant 20 billionth try.
Thanks.
Because you keep trying, right? Have you tried shooting it yet? Is it taut enough? What's the issue? Let's
I
take it
tried,
for
and
a
then they pick
spin.
up a little bit of an arrow, and it just, thunk, just goes directly down.
That was a whole 2 feet. Don't sell yourself short. All right, we can get you
Hey,
something.
who are you calling short?
Huh? I'm not calling
They
you
stand
short.
just in
I'm
front
not
of you.
calling you short. Oh my god. Have you never heard that? Never mind. Listen. Let me see it. And she'll start fiddling with it. Take out a knife, nick it where it needs to be nicked. And I will hand over hand help them restring it so
Okay.
they can see.
Okay.
All right, now try it.
You restring, taking off the one that's there, and the bow that usually like goes wide, completely wide when you have a strong piece of wood, just kind of goes a little bit, just a little bit.
all right.
It's not a whole lot. This piece of wood is not going to be the one to
All
shoot
right.
these arrows.
It's okay. We'll get you. Listen, if if I look around and like nobody is stirring yet, crew takes off in like a mad dash in the outskirts just to find something better, anything
Sure.
better,
Sure.
anything that's better than this.
I think
Really?
Cade would
You
be
just an instinct roll.
Instinct roll. Okay. Anything that's better than this, we'll take it. That's a 14 with hope.
Okay. You do find it was like in the middle of being carved, but it's this this really nice piece of maple that
Okay.
is like, you can see a shape beginning to be made, and in here you see there are different like types of quivers and stuff like that, but
Okay.
all of it has been ransacked, almost like a reminder that this place is deserted and all of the people are gone except for these kids who have just taken over. So when you walk into this bowyer, you find a half-carved bow.
This will be perfect. You work on this. I can't make it for you right now, but do you think you can work on it? And you think maybe it could be ready by the time we get back?
What do you use for string?
Well, I'll pretend that Kelly knows
Sure,
full Archer, materials and exactly what you need in this fantasy zombie world.
Wow.
And then I tell you exactly that. Probably like a dragon heartstring no, not a dragon heartstring. Torin said no. Maybe, no,
Barbed
everybody's
wire.
just shaking their heads. Huh? Barbed wire? Do not use barbed wire.
I use barbed wire.
Don't use.
How does yours work?
As Cade's
wire.
over there with his goggles on.
You got
How
any
does
good
that
horses
work?
around here? You got-
There's a horse 40 meters that way.
Whoa.
Yeah, maybe you weave together some horsehair or something.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Covered in resin.
Come on, resin. That's about right. No barbed wire though. No barbed wire. Right, Cade? No.
I use barbed wire.
barbed. Okay, you do.
Okay, but now I want.
We don't all use. We don't all use
Do you
blood
know blood
magic.
magic?
No, they're not
Whoa,
blood
you just
magic.
see this goblin's eyes go really wide.
There's a
What?
clatter of
If
pans.
that's your
off the
reaction, then
Hava.
no, you don't know blood magic.
No, you don't need, and you don't
Wait,
need to
but I
worry about
want
blood
to.
magic until you're older. You wait, and you consider all your options when you get older. Not now. Not please don't.
Yeah,
do
when
that.
I was your age,
No,
I too started with a regular bow and arrow.
You. Oh, sorry.
So
Why?
one day,
God. How did
you'll
I believe so many lies?
grow up
from you?
and
I don't know. How did you trick me? How?
learn stuff.
Okay.
I've never
Razor
taught
said-
anyone anything before. I don't know.
Okay,
to
I
say.
don't think now's not the time to start. Maybe not. Maybe not now.
Wait, but you can teach me though, right?
Teach you what?
Oh, no.
The blood magic.
Oh, I thought we were still talking about archery. No, I can't teach you blood magic.
What do you mean?
Just go.
You just
go
see them,
work,
like,
go work on the bow.
Give you a
Just
mean
go work.
hug.
I'm
Take
sorry,
it.
I woke up and it just happened.
All right, fine. Well, if you change your mind, Razor said that you guys are leaving and then gonna come back. So,
Yeah.
if you do end up
Well-
coming back, I mean, that would be really cool.
We're not decayed. When
Well-
when we come back, I expect to see a fully prepped bow by your hands.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Okay. Let's worry about. We're not going to worry about that other stuff. Just make the bow.
What's barbed wire?
Do not use. No.
You don't want to
Don't
do
worry
that.
about it. If you don't know,
You
don't worry about
do
it. Let's go.
He takes off his gloves so that you could see just all the notches
Ah.
and pricks and scars on his hand. You don't want to.
And that's what
so
happens.
It's really.
Did you say that's so cool?
That's so cool.
You really shouldn't. All right. That's nice. I never got a compliment like that before. Huh.
Well, all right. I'm gonna.
That's
I'm gonna,
not true.
I'm gonna
I
go
told
work on
you.
this.
I told you your syringe thing was pretty fucking cool, actually. So.
Well,
Let's
but
go.
now it's you know.
Oh no, it didn't matter coming from me. Apparently, let's go.
It's kids. As he still doesn't have a weapon.
Oh, right, yeah,
So
totally
he's
That's
just
true. That's true.
which is not a
think-
problem for him.
I do think as morning comes and as we're starting to make our preparations, I will look at the bow. And I'll think about what I said. And I will approach Cade. I did not know the whole story. I'm going to give you this back. I care very much for him. nothing I will say change your mind. But I wanted to apologize for yesterday.
Apology accepted.
Hand him his bow.
Torin, as he holds the bow and it detaches and then becomes two blades that he begins to holster. I just want you to remember that when you say you're willing to do anything for the people you care about, you have to be careful. Because maybe one day the universe will come and truly put that question to the test. And you have to be careful of who that could make you become.
You want to know a secret? It already did. And I've had to live with that. And I know that you're on the other side. You're the ones who are impacted by those difficult decisions that sometimes people have to make. But I will tell you that not a single moment goes by where I don't think of one of the most difficult choices that I've had to make in my life. So, I appreciate your counsel and your patience. But if I may, I would like to just simply ask that you humanize the man that you have come to hate since that day. Because he is not the monster that you think he is. Again, I overspeak. I will leave you to it. And I will go and rejoin the group, but I will, as I'm walking past, because I feel like at this point I've caught on that as I'm walking past, I just look around the corner and just see Hava.
100%. Has been staring and does that awkward thing of looks at anything except the active paying attention to everything that has been going on over there.
Yeah. Are they staring at me?
She shakes her head as if in response.
No. They are
And she's
brushing styling their hair.
Why are you staring at me?
No, a little, dude. Good morning. Did you sleep well? Do you sleep?
You can't just ask people if they sleep.
I don't
You
understand
can't just
this.
do that.
I don't
Are
know.
are you trying to kill me?
No, no.
The third no didn't make me sound too sure.
I'm, and she kind of scurries over, kind of in like her hair that she was brushing is just like this smoky wisp that's now kind of like all over the place. And she's like, no, I have a lot of questions, and I've been told that when I ask questions, it becomes very strange for everyone involved. And this has happened to me my entire life, but I have a lot of questions and they mean a lot to me. But we can wait till breakfast.
What's the question? No, it's all right. Take your time. It's a lot.
It's thinking real hard.
It's
Right,
all right.
put in proof.
Take your time.
You do. You died. Right?
Yes.
And you're not. And you just like she's like wringing her hand and like just almost like massaging the black flame arm. It's like, but you're not trapped. It doesn't make sense. Everything I've ever known, it
No, not.
doesn't make sense.
I guess reanimated is a proper. Oh. It's all right. Well, it's a lot to take in. Maybe we have this conversation.
Damn you, tech goblins.
I'm sat here, just out, like completely out of character. Sat here silently, waited my turn, and now we're back. I think I got it. Am I here? Did it work?
Here.
You're
Yes.
here.
Okay, let me get myself back and let these nerves not be hers. Okay. Sorry, I get really wrapped up in things first thing in the morning. I really
No,
need to
you're
have-
fine. It's a lot to take in. Listen, I did die.
Ah,
I did come back. I don't know how.
but you
I'm
were...
not a blighter, but can I become one? I don't know. I avoid being bit because I don't want to find out the answer to that. It's a bit of a 50-50.
Does it hurt? Being here and back.
I mean, dying hurt, yeah.
But
It's the most painful thing you could ever experience.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But death is supposed to be a peaceful rest. Just going to a place that doesn't hurt, but you didn't get that.
No, I woke back up and my body was trapped underneath rocks. I could feel my flesh had gone numb. I smelt it burning still. My limbs were eviscerated. And I was stuck there for hours, unable to cross back over. And then slowly but surely they started to pull the rocks away. They dragged me out. And when they put me in the pile with the rest of the bodies, my body by itself started taking in all the other corpses to fix it. Then I stood back up.
There's a moment where she tries to say something, and then you see her face go through a number of emotions, a number of thoughts, a bunch of words that won't seem to come to her lips. And her face kind of goes down and looks, and then after a moment, she looks up at you, and it's a smile, like a genuine, soft smile of, and it wasn't your time. You've been blessed. You have something still to do. And I can help you with it. But
Blessed is a very strong word.
no, Morris would not let someone sleep and then wake.
I don't know what brought me back, but I do know that Ilora is the best chance I've got at being whole again. You don't know what this is like. Food can't sustain you. Sleep full of terrors of the memories of the blood that I've taken in. Only the dead can heal me. As he opens up his bag of corpse bits. This is all because of one man.
One man.
Royal.
There must be more to it than that. It seems bigger, grander. And these relics, when we find them, I'm certain they can heal you. If Moira's allowed you to leave her embrace for this, then she would put us on the path for us to do this, put all of us here in order to find this.
Hava, as he places a hand on your shoulder.
It excites me too.
No, it doesn't excite me actually. I just want to get home. And I just want to be whole. That's all. I'm not meant for a grander purpose. Right? We're taught that very early on, that certain people in this world are chosen for certain great things. And the best thing that we can do is help facilitate their greatness. If it's a grander design, is the way you want to look at it, I'm just a cog in a much more important piece. And that piece is the balance of life and death in this world. It's Ilora's chosen. It's all of that. But I do appreciate your enthusiasm and your candor torn out.
I still think there's something here.
Sure.
And she would pat him on the arm. I still think there's something here, and when I find it out, I will be very happy to help you become whole.
I greatly appreciate that. Thank you.
Breakfast? Coffee? Do you drink? No, you said you can't drink coffee.
No, I can drink it. It just doesn't.
And she looks between like a finger that's in the bag and like the pot of coffee that is on the fire, and just kind of has one of those thoughts of, could it be this is not for me to decide.
All right. You all pack up your things. Getting ready for the road. Torin, just before leaving, you see Razor walking up. So you guys actually are leaving.
Yeah. There's somebody we have to go and bring back.
Well, thanks. Or, whatever. For the help with stuff.
You are very descriptive.
Yeah, well, whatever. Why don't you guys get lost? Just
Ilora comes walking up behind him at this point, kind of towering over, just kind of like putting him in his shadow for just a moment as he's getting loud.
just don't
Be
die.
back soon. We'll
Okay.
be back soon, Razor.
All right.
In fact, it is. I almost forgot. It's almost completely left my mind. Where are my manners? For what did they call me? An angel. For angels, it is customary, when shown kindness, to leave behind something blessed, obviously, and useful as well. Yes. And she pulls out the ritual dagger that has the holy herbs on it. It's something she truly doesn't use, and it was blessed at some time. And she's going to hold it out with the same amount of reverence. She pulls it out with the same flourish, but she also opens her palm with the same reverence and says, "It seems to me, from all of my very sacred, extremely holy observations, that you are the most fit to take care of the rest of these people and this knife. Can I trust you with this dagger?"
Yeah, sure, whatever. Grabs the dagger.
At that, you know what? No. You know what? No. It's
I let him grab
I
it.
know you're not an angel. I've seen giants before.
Yes. Your point, child.
You saying giants can't be angels?
I don't want you to think that. You know what? Never mind. It doesn't matter. Thanks. Is this supposed to do something?
Is he holding it?
Yeah, they're holding.
Great.
It. Just
I'm gonna cast a spell on it. Please hold.
okay.
just a guiding bolt. Just destroy it.
Honestly, don't be a little shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know. This whole time that you were being so gentle, I was like, this guy's gonna be a little shit. It's gonna be so good.
Oh.
Honestly, good for this kid.
Yeah.
And since he went ahead and fucked around, it is time to find out.
Yeah.
I'd
mean, you gotta find out.
like to go ahead and I'll use that. Okay, I need to make a spellcast roll to see if this works.
Okay.
Jesus.
Yep. Just
That
pull up this
is
kid's stats.
a 20 with fear.
Don't even need to pull it up. Yeah, absolutely.
So it begins to light up and glow, and it's going to get very, very hot. And I'm going to, as he drops it, I snatch it out of the air, and I will take the damage because as I look at it, I go, "Oh, darn! It seems you just aren't worthy, or maybe not grateful enough." Oh, goodness!
Yeah, well,
Sorry.
fuck your dagger. I don't need it.
Yes, that's why it didn't work. Goodness. When I circle back around, we'll try again, yes? Maybe with more manners. And I put it in my holster and I will walk off.
I just want to be standing like a foot from the hole.
Yes, absolutely. Razor just looks directly at you, Torin, and just says, "The fuck was her problem?" Anyways, just don't die, all right? That's all I wanted to say. Just
I kick him behind his knees so he stumbles, and then I walk past him.
all right. Is everybody? Just leave. Just get out of here. And then
Okay,
that is when you see Blade and his sister walking out. He's holding his sister up as they walk out of the house with the tunnel, and behind them the rest of the kids come by to just kind of see you all off. So
as we say our goodbyes, I will look to Razor and just say, I think there's a common denominator in every single one of these instances, and I don't think it's all of us. I'm pretty sure it's your attitude, but we'll talk about that when we get back. Okay? And I'll run to catch up with Crucible, actually, just as we travel.
I was never like that. Don't even try to claim that I was. Never.
Crucible,
Never.
there are some unfortunate truths that you're going to have to accept.
Oh, this is some bullshit.
So, as you all leave, the road ahead approaches a mountainside where clouds block any sight of the rocky giant's peak in front of you. That cloud layer starts to slowly descend until you are completely surrounded by mist. Trees also envelop this area, and the sound of rushing, flowing rivers blend in with the sounds of rain. This road turns around a large hill out of sight. However, at the center of the road, you see a large wagon without any horse, completely made of steel. Then you begin to hear the sound of blighters. As you all look to your right, you see you see two blighters walking out of the forest. However, you see metallic ropes around their necks and long pole arms just behind them, as two clanks walk from behind them, pushing them towards the wagon, looking towards each of you and stopping. Well, howdy. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Incredible, dude.
You have just stumbled upon the first clinks of the season. It was so fun.
So
excited.
Daniel, you brought up having a clink for one of the ideas that you had for instead of Kade, and I was like, if you do that, that'd be the funniest fucking thing, because I had this planned the entire time. Anywho, let's go around the table and tell everybody who we are. Yeah, let's start with you, Daniel.
Whoa, hey gang, my name is Daniel K. Hargrove, also known as Daniel the DM. Oh boy, you can find me all over the internet, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram at Daniel the DM, where I make TTRPG content. I do some skits here and there, and hey, I might even give you some financial advice for your next character. That's it. You know me, you know where to find me. I'll see you guys the following week, next Tuesday.
Yeah. Or you might find both of us just fucking playing some Marvel Rivals and getting our asses handed to us because God, this season has been so
well, we
difficult.
made it to Plat 3. All right, so let's not.
We did.
Let's not say
We did.
didn't. Yeah, okay.
Hey, we got there. We got it. Next on the list, Kelly.
Hi, I'm Kelly. I go by the Killhop on the internet. I play games in places, and I love playing this game with these people so much. It fills my heart. I love everybody here, and that's all I really have to say. This is the best. That's it.
Meadow!
Oh, howdy. I'm Meadow. I have been Meadow and will hopefully continue to be Meadow in the future. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Howdy Love Darlin or Howdy Love Darlin GM. You can find me here on this channel again on Fridays for Shadows over Baldur's Gate. You can find me on Fridays at my own channel starting back in February with Hex Heist. You can find me Hex Heist. You can find me on Wednesdays Forgotten Adventures at Fears and Fortunes, and you can hang out with me and actually play at my table privately through Start Playing Games. We're doing proper yearning right now, so come hang out with me, find me everywhere. It's so much fun. We're doing lots of yearning. Had a great session last night. Anyway, enough about me. Who's next?
Next up is Mare.
Hello there. My name is Mare. You can find me all over the internet at Oh Hello Mare. I have had a great time. This was a good one.
Real.
I wish my internet agreed sometimes, but we're here and I am so happy to be at this table, and I'm so happy to play Hava, and I'm so happy to be able to rock around with these cool folks. Kitten just tell cool stories with cool people, and for you cool people out there is really the coolest thing. So thank you. Bitten babes ?
Yeah, that was floating around.
Somebody did say nibbles. Somebody said nibbles. I saw it.
See that, but yeah, like that. So if you like what we do and you're here and you're a fan, keep doing cool stuff and keep talking to us, and we'll keep doing more storytelling for you. So thanks for having us here tonight.
Woo! And Kujo.
God, I love these chuckleheads. Hi, everybody. You can find me all over the place as either Kujo plays games for my personal stuff, or you can follow Crit Hit Chronicles for additional show announcements, updates, that sort of thing. This week is going to be standard programming. So this Friday, you'll catch us for Shadows over Baldur's Gate, and announcing tonight, next Saturday, is going to be Chronicle Review, where we're going to talk about all of the shows and all of the projects that happened last year, as well as announce some fun new things this year. So if you would like to come and partake and see a little bit of a preview on what 2026 looks like, it's going to be insane. Tune in next week, Saturday, for a very special stream. Also, the Fennec and Fitch dice are really pretty. I'm very happy I got them. Okay, Johnny, your turn.
Hi, everybody. I'm Johnny. I am talking XP all over the internet. I run this game, and that's pretty much it, because that's all I can possibly handle with anxiety and ADHD.
It's a hell of a game, Johnny.
I love these people. This is just the highlight of my week, getting to play with everybody here, and I am sad when I can't. So, on that note, next Tuesday, we're going to have another session, so we'll see you all there. Outside of all that, we're going to raid. We're going to raid that bronze girl.
Johnny, I'm going to give you a script for the sign-off.
I need one. I know.
No,
You're totally
follow
fine,
your
my
heart,
love.
Johnny.
You're
Follow your
totally
heart.
fine.
Hey,
All right,
guys,
you,
it's
Johnny.
me. Insert your name. And I'm so excited to be...
God damn it.
I'm Johnny.
Oh,
Yay.
your name's my name. It's me, Johnny.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get a raid set for that bronze girl. But in the meantime, we love you. We appreciate you. I miss this group so much. Welcome to 2026. We'll see you guys next time. Good night, everybody.